This is NDTV and you are watching NDTV Prime.
Hello and welcome to the Property Show. I'm Manisha Natarajan. You're watching the South Special on NDTV Prime with me, and a show that does a simple job of taking your questions and answering them with the best data-backed advice. So pick up your pen or just send us an email with your question. Joining me is Dhruv Khanna, Assistant Vice President Prop Equity, and here's what we have on the show for you today. To save Bengaluru's losing charm, municipal bodies, that's BDA and BBMP, have cracked the whip against illegal construction. But despite the move, the city still seems to be plagued with rampant illegal developments. Our reporter finds out what's going on. Also a home for every budget in the top performing micro markets of Bengaluru, starting at 60 lakh rupees and going right up to 1 crore. Affordable projects in residential areas with good infrastructure. That's the city of Hyderabad for you, and look at that budget. Very, very affordable at 50 lakh rupees. Best buys in Chennai, suburbs of Chennai, and the price tag here is even more moderate, 30 lakh rupees. Meanwhile, Anna Salai, Chennai's oldest transit corridor, awaits a much needed facelift. We find out the scope and potential of redevelopment of this area and what it could do to property prices here. Our next stop, Kochi, to scout for properties under 75 lakh rupees in top residential destinations of the city, and focus also on the residents of Kilpauk in Chennai, who are running a cleanup campaign for 4 decades or even more than that, yet not ready to retire. Who are these absolutely passionate citizens in our Citizens' Voice today? Let's start with taking questions and helping you take the right decision with your hard-earned money. We've got Chaitanya Pejai on the phone line. Chaitanya, hi, welcome to the show. Go ahead, how can we help you?
Yeah, I am basically looking for a flat in Bangalore. My budget is around 60 to 70 lakhs. But I am looking a house which is near to the any main roads. I saw some properties, few things like Amruta, but it was so far from the main road. So I am looking a house which is near to the main road. Budget is up to 70 lakhs.
All right. So in your email, you send us a slightly more modest budget. 70 lakhs would have given us a lot more flexibility, Dhruv. So we've culled out everything in 60 lakhs budget. So Bengaluru, right. Sarjapur Road, Whitefield, but closer to the main road. What can we give her? These are, of course, some of the hottest markets around the electronic city.
Yeah, absolutely. I think his choice of micro markets is fairly good. Both Bengaluru and Sarjapur are good micro markets. Bengaluru has a limited apartment supply, and that's the reason why we are recommending projects from Sarjapur as well. Bengaluru price is a bit on the higher side. There are few projects in Sarjapur, like I mentioned, also fit into your budget. Both micro markets have fairly good connectivity from ORR to Whitefield, HSR layout, as well as Hosur Road. So inventory overhang in Bengaluru is 15 months, very healthy. Sarjapur Road is at 18 months. Weighted average price is 5,100 rupees a square foot for Bengaluru, and Sarjapur Road is at 4,700 rupees a square foot. Bengaluru is growing at about 5.5% per annum, and Sarjapur is just around 5% per annum.
So both of them, even though they're not heavily oversupplied market, Dhruv, I mean, look at the inventory overhang, which is velocity of sales. So essentially it means that whatever stock I might have today, it's those many number of months it will take to sell. So under 24 months is considered to be a healthy market. So both Bengaluru and Sarjapur are very healthy markets in that price range of 60 lakhs, which are very, very mid-segment home. But the price appreciation has been extremely modest. And I'm sure if we bring back the price charts, look at it, the maximum surge has been between 2013 and 14, and after that it's been very, very modest, 10 to 16. So it's really the earlier years where the appreciation has been high that it's even keeping it at 5%. So literally you're getting the flats at prices of 2 years ago, isn't it? If you take
Absolutely.
inflation into consideration, then really there's been no price appreciation from 2012 to 2015.
That's right. And the three projects now that we recommend for Chaitanya, the first one is Amaranthine by Kumari Builders and Developers. This is in Bengaluru. This price is 4,500 rupees a square foot. The foundation work for this particular project is complete and it's going to be delivered in 2018. This is located right next to the Gear International School. Outer ring road from here is about 2 kilometers. The second project he can look at is Emmanuel Heights by Emmanuel Constructions. This is just off the Sarjapur road. Price is 4,000 rupees a square foot. This project is expected to be complete next year. This is located near the Mata Amritamai College of Engineering. And the third project you can look at is GR Shrushti by GR Constructions. This is also located just off the Sarjapur road. Price is 3,555 rupees a square foot. This particular project is going to be delivered in August 2017. That's the expected date. This is located about 3 kilometers from Wipro, next to the Mata Amritamai College of Engineering, 5 kilometers from the ORR junction, and about 3 kilometers from the Hosur road.
All right, so Chaitanya is a lady there who called us in, so we will say pardon us for the it's really she. Some sort of predetermined conditioning that it's mostly men who call us for buying property.
I've got a very close friend who's Chaitanya. So
okay, yes, it is. It's a name which is of course applicable to both genders. So here's a quick summary, Chaitanya, for your requirements, Amrateen, Emmanuel Heights and GR Shrushti. Now, because you actually upped your budget when you called us, all that we can say is that if you don't like either of these properties or you want actually better properties, larger in areas or closer to the main road, then just write into us and we'll call out and send you an email back with better properties in a higher budget. Okay, Dharmendra is our next caller and Hyderabad is his preferred city. Dharmendra, hi, welcome. Go ahead.
Hi. So I'm basically calling in because I am looking for 2 BHK and specifically in the Kompali and Suchitra circle. Now this is, I will tell you from the front, this is for the sake of investment and I have a budget of around 45 to 50. In fact, if it could go lower than that, I would appreciate any suggestions you all have.
Okay. So Kompali or Suchitra circle and purely an investment. Hyderabad is a city which is of course come back into the spotlight. Anything cheaper? Well, I don't think so. I mean, lesser than that, both of these areas have good amenities, very, very peaceful and green locations with less pollution. So that's the USP of these two markets, isn't it, Dhruv?
yes, that's right. Out of the two micro markets, we've actually shortlisted Kompali as the more appropriate micro market. It's very well developed. It's about 10 kilometers from Sikandrabad, which remains as one of the less congested, like you said, in green areas within Hyderabad. It's also well connected from NH7. ORR is only about 3 kilometers from here, so fairly good micro market to look at. The range of prices here is between 2,600 to 3,100 rupees a square foot, which is a fairly appropriate price given your budget. The inventory overhang here is 22 months. Weighted average price is 2,700 rupees a square foot, and this is growing at 5.5% per annum. Now, the three projects we've recommended for you, the first one is NCL Sindhu by NCL Homes Constructions. This is priced at 3,000 rupees a square foot. This project is due to be complete within a few months from now. This is located on the Kompali Road, just off the National Highway. The second project you can look at is Bobbili Empire by Delight Projects. Same micro market, price is 3,000 rupees a square foot. This is an already ready project. It was delivered last year. The apartments the project here is located on the route to Jebari Park Road. And the third project you can look at is Sky Gardens by Dardia Constructions. This is priced at 2,900 rupees a square foot. This project is also going to be complete by end of 2016. This is located in Kompali near the KVR Function Mall.
So the good part about Secunderabad is that most of your IT development is happening around Hyderabad. So really on the Secunderabad side, it's more residential, and that's the reason why markets like Kompally are so green, have so much of breathing space and lung space. And if I look at the price appreciation here, even though markets have picked up, it's much, much better than the IT hub, isn't it? In Hyderabad, we've been on the Gachibowli high-tech city side, we've been seeing price appreciations of 8 or 9%. So this is actually 6%. So it's still a much more modest and a moderate market.
Moderate, yes.
All right, but good social infrastructure. These are not new micro markets. These are micro markets which have been actually existent for some time. So here are the 3 recommendations for you, Dharmendra: NCL Sindhu, Bobili Empire and Sky Garden. All right, what do we have next? Well, we've got a quick reminder for you. If you're looking to buy a property, need any advice, want to know about any micro market, have some concerns about any procedure of buying a home or even taking a home loan, we're just an email away, property@ndtv.com. There cannot be an email ID which is easier to remember, and do leave your full name and contact number, because there's a lot of times we do need some follow-up information. It's a large decision. We want to give you the best advice. So if you have some follow-up questions, do leave us your contact details. Here's our next email from Venkat Ramani Kalyanam. He says the budget is 30 lakh rupees and I would like to buy something in Chennai, a row house if possible, and no details given in terms of what part of Chennai would he want a row house in. Dhruv, pretty much the whole market, but it's, I think, Greater Chennai, which essentially means that he is hoping that at least in the outer suburbs of Chennai, we should be able to get him something in 30 lakh rupees.
Yes, we've been able to get him an option in the Avadi micro market, which is in the north of Chennai. It's one of the largest special grade municipalities in Tamil Nadu. It's got fairly good connectivity by road as well as train. And it's a growing residential hub as well. There's good social and physical infrastructure which is developing here. Inventory overhang here is 24 months. Weighted average price is 3,400 rupees a square foot. And this is growing at just over 7% per annum. Now, we've shortlisted 3 projects for him. Obviously, given the budget, we were not able to get a large 2-bedroom. So we've been able to cull out 2 small 2-bedroom apartments as well as 1.5 bedroom apartment for him within the budget. The first project we recommend is Happiness by Mahindra Life Spaces. This is priced at 3,500 rupees a square foot. This project is expected to be complete within this year. This is located just off the Punamale Avadi High Road. The second project he can look at is Pragya Hazel by Hazel Realty Private Limited. This is the same micro market, price is about 3,350 rupees a square foot. This project is going to be complete in 2017. This is located at the Savitha Dental College on Punamale Avadi High Road. And the third project he can look at is Optima Upgrade by Optima Homes. This is priced just under 3,500 rupees a square foot. Here he'll only be able to get 1.5 BHK within his budget. And this is also located in Avadi micro market.
You know, for the Avadi micro market, really, if I look at the price appreciation, it's done so much better than even OMR, which was, of course, till a few years back, one of the hottest spots for Chennai's real estate. And I think that's simply the affordability factor. This is a very affordable market and therefore it continues to grow. If you look at this price chart, it's far more even. So there haven't been huge spikes in prices. There isn't like a flattening of prices either. Slow and steady growing market because it's still so affordable. Seems to be that the prices are still doing very well.
Sure, and the location obviously is very well connected to some of the commercial areas, and that's the reason why it's getting demand in the residential
affordable
segment.
Housing with good connectivity, I think these are the 2 things which are coming together for Avadi. Okay, so 24 months of inventory overhang, and The total supply in this market within that price range of 30 lakh rupees is about 3,000 plus, but available units are 1,230, and probably, I mean, still a slightly safe sort of a market. No big inventory overhang. 24 months is just the borderline of what we call as a very, very oversupplied market. Okay, next up we've got Mr. Ronak Bajaj on the phone line with us. Mr. Bajaj, hi, welcome to the Property Show. Go ahead, sir. How can we help you?
Yeah, hi Manisha. So I'm looking for a 3 BHK for my self-stay purpose, and I have a budget of around 80 to 90 lakhs in my mind. And I'm looking for an area around Harlu Road, Hosa Road, and Kaikondrahalli.
Okay. You've
So I
also
have shortlisted a
shortlisted
few
some
properties.
projects. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, so I have shortlisted a few properties in which I'm in dilemma with them. It's Skylark Royame and SNN Raj Eternia.
Okay, and you've dropped the idea of going with Shriram Chirping Woods?
Yeah, I dropped that.
Okay, you dropped that. Anyway, we still have a preference by, we've ranked all the 3 projects. But let's talk about the micro market. I mean, he's given us Harlu Road, Hosa Road. So let's evaluate these 2 micro markets for him, Dhruv, and then go ahead with his choices.
Sure, Manisha. Both the micro markets he's chosen are strategic locations. They're very well connected to the IT clusters of Bengaluru, ORR, Sarjapur Road, Electronic City, etc. If we talk about Harlu Road, this is connecting 2 major roads, Sarjapur Road as well as the Hosur Road. It's got very good physical and social infrastructure as well. Hosa Road, of course, starts from Hosur Road and connects to Sarjapur Road as well. Again, good accessibility as well as connectivity. So good job with choosing the micro markets. Inventory overhang in Hosa Road is 23 months, Harlu Road is 24 months. Weighted average price for Hosa Road is 4,400 rupees a square foot. Harlu Road is at 5,550 rupees a square foot. Growth figures, Hosa Road is at 7% per annum of growth. Harlu Road is at around 6% per annum. Now the 3 projects that Ronak had chosen, we've actually ranked them in order of preference. The first one, the best rank we give to Chirping Woods. Apparently the project is dropped now. I assume because it was falling a bit out of his budget. It was coming around 1 crore and he's looking at 90 lakhs sort of a budget. This project in any case is by Shriram Properties. This is in Harlu Road. Price is 5,700 rupees a square foot. The project is expected to be complete in 2017. It's located just off the Harlu Road, overlooking the Kasavanali Lake. The second rank we give to the project called SNN Raj Eternia by SNN Builders. This is also in the same micro market. Price is 5,100 rupees a square foot. This project is expected to be complete by 2018. This project is located on Silver County Road, just off the Hosa Road. It's equidistant from Hosur Road and Sarjapur Road. And the third rank we give to Skylark Royam by Skylark Mansions. This is in Hosa Road. It's got 2 payment plans. One is a construction link payment plan under which price is 4,600 rupees a square foot, and under a subvention plan the price is just under 5,000 rupees a square foot. This project is expected to be complete in 2019 and the construction for this project is yet to start. The location is just off Hosa Road, adjacent to the Azim Premji University. However, of course, one good thing is although the construction is yet to start, it's backed by Piramal Capital, which is a very well-respected private equity fund.
Okay, so fair enough. I'm glad you mentioned that point, Dhruv. Otherwise, I would have told Ronak, don't look at that final project because, I'm so uncomfortable with early stage projects. But then if it's backed by Piramal Realty, first of all, they do their due diligence extremely well in terms of what projects are they going to back. And any which way, I think Bangalore per se is a much, much more cleaner, professional market, so you shouldn't have a problem. Very end user, Ronak. So if you want a really early stage project and want a longer term in terms of payment, plus it has a subvention scheme, right? That's the only way they can be selling. But let's just tell you, Ronak, some of the market figures in which you should be able, which should help you to negotiate harder with the developer. Look at the inventory overhang, 23 months and 24 months, which essentially means there's a lot of supply, lots of unsold supply in the market, which is going to take that long to get out. So even though you have prices which haven't run away, this is a time when developers are quite keen to make sure that end users like you do come and pick up their flats. So try and get as much as you can from the final deal that you get into. The garden city of Bengaluru is losing its charm to the many illegal structures that have crept up over the last several years. The Bruhat Bengaluru Mahanagara Palike, which is BBMP, the full form of it, and the Bangalore Development Authority, BDA, the two nodal agencies have realized that they must curb this situation before it's too late. But rather than pointing fingers, shouldn't these civic bodies introspect to find a solution? Stacey Pereira reports.
Illegal constructions continue to dot the city of Bengaluru. Recent inspections by the Standing Committee on Town Planning in the BBMP have noticed that apartments have come up even in places where there is no proper access road. This blatant violation of norms and deviation in the sanction plan is putting a lot of pressure on roads, sewage lines and other civic amenities in the city.
If he is constructing without a plan sanction, it is termed as an illegal construction. The area assistant executive engineers and the executive engineers, it is their responsibility to see that such illegal constructions are stopped and action is taken to further prosecute or demolish and things like that.
The committee has recommended that action against these errant builders should be taken up by the Bangalore Metropolitan Task Force. Complaints have been issued against construction without sanction plans. The Electronic City area has seen many buildings with illegal floors, as permission for only ground plus 3 structures were given. Certain buildings have encroached upon public roads, drains and even footpath. All this has happened under the watch of area engineers, and the committee too admits that corruption at the zonal level could be the reason for the growing number of illegal buildings.
Some people will be there. See, BBMP is a vast land, 850 square kilometers. So everything a town planning committee chairman or a commissioner cannot be looked into it in detail. So it depends upon the local ward level AEs and AWs. So I do admit there are some lapses going on in this matter.
The BBMP in the past too has tried to keep a tab on these mushrooming illegal buildings. Agencies like the BESCOM and BWSSB were asked to disconnect permanent electricity and water supply connections to those flouting the norms, but all in vain. Will the Bangalore Metropolitan Task Force have the answer to stop these illegal constructions, or will it be just another agency working on the behest of builders? In the latest, the Chief Minister has asked for an action-taken report from the civic authorities on the issue of illegal constructions. The BBMP better pull up its socks before it's too late and heads will start to roll. In Bengaluru, with camera person Govind and Alphonse, Stacey Pereira for NDTV.
We've got a lot more lined up on the other side. Where can you find projects worth your money in that city of Kochi? And in Project Tracker, a project in Chennai after a really long time. This is a city where new launches have fallen dramatically. So it's good to have a new project launch. Take a look at 174 by Seabros at MRC Nagar in Chennai.